9:45 Monday morning, emerging markets and global markets actually higher this morning as we've seen a commentary out of Washington that Ben Bernanke will get his reappointment. That was a big part of the confusion of the policy downward trade that we saw in the United States, and that which took some of global markets down even before they closed on Friday. So emerging Asia, which had not priced that into its close, China, India, South Korea, Taiwan, all down Friday pricing in the U.S. This morning pricing in Friday's close. But as we go into Eastern Europe and the rest of the complex, Czech, Poland, Hungary up 80 bips across the board. Russia up 85 bips. Turkey up 66 bips. Currencies tighter, gain against the dollar. Dollar's weakness mostly against the euro and the core EM currencies. Dollar yen is somewhat flat, so it's not that the dollar will weaken up dramatically here, although the dollar's failure at the 200 moving day average starting on Thursday and accentuated on Friday is something I think is your opportunity to be looking to buy a couple of the emerging market stories, certainly to be buying some of the commodities. Oil trading slightly higher this morning, to me, in a place where we're going to start to see a bit of a trade back. Some of the higher beta oil names are the ones that look the most interesting, and as you look whether into the U.S. market, guys like Conoco, or in the international markets in China, PetroChina, Petrobras in Brazil, that chart looks very interesting at these levels. You've got a place where commodities have, I think, a pretty good channel to run back up. Brazil closed this morning for a holiday. Chile up 49 bips, Colombia up 43, and Mexico soon to open. So we've seen a pretty good follow through this morning. Expect it to be somewhat muted. Fed meeting tomorrow, lots of housing data in the States. Maybe more importantly, you've got interest rate meetings this week in India, in Brazil, in Korea. So some of the industrialized Asia outside of China is reporting. India, which has had big concerns on inflation, is going to give you an indication of where they may or may not begin to remove some stimulus. And Brazil, where we've had every expectation that they could hike in the first quarter, despite the fact that I don't think they do anything this week. Markets seem prepared for that. Keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on the next trade out of this volatility trade. Remember, we closed above the 200 moving day on the VIX on Friday. I don't think that was a one-off spike. I do think the market's in a range here where VIX will be trading 22 to 28-ish over the next few days, and I think volatility for this market remains something to be watching. That's it. Thanks.